Hello, teacher. Do you have a moment? I could really use your assistance, please. It will just take a minute.
Hello, Rose. Of course, what's going on? Is everything all right?
I think so. I've been trying everything to learn English, but it feels like I'm not making any progress. I've used various methods to learn and practice English, but I don't see much improvement.
Rose, I know you're dedicated to learning English. You're always active in class. Let's figure this out. What techniques are you using to study English? Maybe one of them isn't working for you.
I've tried a lot of different methods. Let me tell you about them. For instance, I watched a YouTube video that claimed you could learn English by listening to it while sleeping.
That's interesting. There are many YouTube videos about learning English.
Yes, but this one was specific to listening while sleeping. They claimed you could learn English by listening to a 7-hour video every night. I tried it, but I'm not sure if it's effective. What's your opinion?
I've seen those videos too. Honestly, I don't think that's an effective way to learn English. There's no scientific evidence supporting it. In my 15 years of teaching, I haven't seen anyone learn English just by listening to audio while they sleep. Learning requires active participation, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. You can use this method as a supplement, but not as your main approach.
Yeah, I suspected it was too good to be true. I feel so silly. I'm sorry.
Don't feel that way. You're a committed student. It's good that you're experimenting with different learning methods.
Thank you, teacher. I also try translating everything from my native language to English. A friend recommended this approach, saying it's the best way to learn.
The translation method is common in non-English speaking countries. We often think translating word for word from our native language will make us proficient in English. However, it's better not to translate directly. Initially, it's okay, but you need to move away from this habit to avoid incorrect sentence structures. Try thinking in English and expressing your thoughts directly. With practice, you'll be able to form sentences more naturally and quickly.
Thank you, teacher. Another method I use is studying English only when I feel like it. A video suggested this, saying it's best to practice when motivated, not forcing yourself when you're not in the mood.
Learning only when you feel like it? That's an interesting perspective. But here's something crucial. If you don't have consistent time to dedicate to learning a new language, it will be hard to make progress. Any knowledge requires continuous improvement and practice. Instead of long, infrequent study sessions, try shorter, daily ones. 10 to 15 minutes can be very effective. Motivation is good, but discipline is key. Regular practice is essential.
I see. You're right. I also focus on grammar rules when speaking English to ensure I'm correct. Is this a good method?
Grammar is important, but the main goal of conversational practice is to speak fluently. If you overthink grammar rules, you might hesitate or take too long to respond, which hinders fluency. I'm not saying to ignore grammar, but don't let it dominate your conversations. Aim for natural communication, and correct grammar will follow with practice.
Got it. I'll try not to overthink grammar. For listening practice, I try to translate every word the other person says.
Instead of translating every word, focus on the overall meaning of what's being said. Don't get stuck on individual unfamiliar words. Concentrate on the words and phrases you do know, and try to grasp the general context. If you miss something, don't hesitate to ask the speaker to repeat or clarify.
Okay, teacher. I also use flashcards to learn new words and always jot down unfamiliar words.
Avoid writing down isolated words. Learn them in context by memorizing phrases with their translations. Only write down phrases when you encounter an unfamiliar word a second time and still can't remember it. Keep a dedicated notebook or document on your phone or laptop for this purpose. Does that make sense?
Yes, teacher, that makes sense. I also read books with translations in my native language. Is that helpful?
Books that alternate between English text and translations in your native language can be helpful initially. However, they might not aid much in learning new words. If you don't understand something, look up the meaning. Try to read original texts using a dictionary to enhance your learning.
That makes sense. I'll do that. Thank you so much, teacher. I also use.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have a class starting now. Please feel free to come back anytime you have more questions.
Sure, teacher. Thank you for your help. And what about you all? What methods do you use to study English?
Great question, Rose. Everyone, feel free to share your learning methods. Also, if you enjoyed this discussion, please like the video and share your thoughts. If you want to improve your English further, subscribe to the channel and share this video with friends. You can also support us by joining or clicking the Super Thanks button. Thanks for your support. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye, teacher. Thank you so much for your guidance.
Listeners, I hope you like this conversation. If you cool and improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with friends. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Think button. Thanks.